Greetings, wrestling fans! Your eyeballs are now mine, caught in my electro web, and you guys are now welcomed to the Patrick Ballantyne Show. I know, pretty lame new introduction there. I just wanted to try a different introduction, see if you guys would have liked it. Anyway, today I'm giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on Survivor Series. And in my opinion, the War Games matches really made this show. Everything else, I really just wasn't really into. I wasn't really into anything else, like, obviously you guys know my thoughts on Ronda and Shotzi, but I mean... But let's just get on with it. We started off with one of the War Games matches. It was the Women's War Games. It was Team Bianca, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Mia Yim, and Becky Lynch taking on Team Damage Control of Bayley, Dakota, Io, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley. Now, I'm not going to be telling you the entry order because, you know, I personally don't really care, really. But overall, I did enjoy this match. I want to get on a little bit of a nitpicking here, just a little bit here. I don't want to nitpick too much, but I didn't really feel these War Games matches really lived up to what I remember in NXT. Because last year when NXT had them, the NXT ones, well, especially the one last year, not just because Cora Jade was in it or anything, I personally felt that match really elevated, you know, someone like a Cora Jade and like Toxic Attraction, you know, get some new people on the map. And to really get the fans to appreciate some of the newer stars coming in. But this one really didn't have that kind of mentality. Like, everybody in that match was already a star. I mean, can we really consider Nikki Cross a star or Mia Yim a star, I guess? But basically what I'm trying to say is that these War Games matches was just nothing but top-tier superstars. But I guess for NXT it's different because NXT can help make new stars, while on the main roster you'll more want to put, you know, bigger stars in there. This one was, I will say this one was definitely better than the men's, because the men's just had nothing but tables and chairs. This one had bins, bin lids, ladders, tables, just a bit of mix of everything. Io Sky is Io Sky as always, putting her body on the line, diving off the top of the cage. There were some crazy spots with Rhea smashing Mia through a ladder. Couple of table spots. I didn't really see many high risks, because the other thing about War Games matches is that there's normally a lot of high risk moves. I didn't see really a whole lot of them in this one. I kind of wanted to see if Alexa Bliss had the guts to do a Twisted Bliss off the cage, but meh, I guess we can't satisfy everybody, I guess. But in the end, the obvious team that we all expected to win, wins. It was Team Bianca who got the win. Becky Lynch jumped off the cage and delivered a leg drop on Dakota Kai and pinned her for the 1, 2, 3. And I think it's kind of ironic that the teams got the advantage didn't really win. I mean, what's the point of an advantage if you can't even win with the advantage, right? And I don't want to nitpick even more here, but I personally felt today, this is just my opinion, you can easily disagree with me, but I personally felt today was definitely the death nail in Damage Control, in my opinion. I just can't take them seriously as a threat anymore. It's not because they look, I personally feel the amount of unnecessary losses that I feel they have taken has kind of ruined their momentum for me. it's just my personal opinion. I just feel like they're pretty much, I wouldn't say they're buried. It just kind of feels like I just personally don't really care. I just don't really take them seriously as a legitimate threat. We all know Bayley's going to be moving on to Becky Lynch as their next feud, and honestly, Becky and Bayley is a feud that I know a lot of people have been wanting to see for a while. My main worry is that they're just going to use Io and Dakota as punching bags in that whole feud, and Becky Lynch is just constantly going to be beating them up in straight up singles matches, beating them clean, and not making them look very good. That's kind of my main worry here when it comes to what the future of Damage Control could be. I feel maybe this could be the time to break them up, but, you know, maybe it's not time yet. But I do think Damage Control is really, I just feel like it's probably peaked already. And I more feel that Damage Control was more designed to get Bianca over. This just doesn't feel like a faction I should be taking seriously. If they were supposed to be a faction I'm taking serious, if this faction was supposed to be taken seriously, Triple H didn't really do a good job of it, in my personal opinion. I am looking forward to Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss when they eventually start feuding, because I feel that would be a good feud. I don't know what they do with Mia Yim. I don't know what they do with Rhea Ripley. Maybe Mia Yim. But AJ Styles said that his feud with Judgment Day was done after tonight. So maybe they don't fight each other. Well, I kind of hope they at least fight each other once. But we'll see. We'll see where this all leads. But yeah, Bianca's team got the win. Becky was the one that got the pin in the end. So much for that Alexa Bliss heel turn that everybody was pretty much predicting. Then we got AJ Styles taking on Finn Balor in a good match. This was a good match. I did enjoy it, but I think I just wasn't really feeling it. I was enjoying it, but I wasn't really feeling it. AJ and Finn definitely have great chemistry with each other. The OC and Judgment Day then end up brawling on the outside, and AJ Styles eventually walks away with the victory with the phenomenal forearm. So AJ finally gets his first singles pay-per-view win in about 3 years, I believe someone said. So yeah, this one to me, despite the match being very good, I kind of felt this one was very obvious. I just couldn't see AJ losing this. And then we get the worst match on the card. Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi, or Botchy as I like to call her. Botchy Bumhart. Absolutely the most pointless match on this entire card. This match does not scream pay-per-view worthy. Shotzi is not championship material. This match was full of botches. Shotzi tried to do a DDT on the apron. But both ladies, I'm not blaming one over the other. I feel both ladies just completely botched. It looked really terrible. Shotzi would dive on Ronda and Shayna, like, into the crowd, and they would also knock over a couple of fans. This match was so... You want to know what the highlight of this matchup was? That the crowd started chanting, "We want Sasha." That was the highlight of this entire match. Fans were chanting, "We want Sasha." That was the highlight of this match. I couldn't give two flying nimbuses about this match. This match was a pile of garbodor. And it was very trubbish as well. Ronda Rousey gets the win. Of course she did. We all knew that. There was some idiots on social media thought that Shotzi had a really good chance. Shotzi had no chance. Absolutely no chance. It's Ronda Rousey. Ronda makes Shotzi tap out. Now please give it something. Now please take the damn title off Ronda. I would rather Charlotte Flair come back and I would rather sit through a Charlotte Flair Reign of Terror. I would rather have Charlotte Flair go on a Reign of Terror than sit through another Ronda Rousey title reign. Seriously, I would much rather that. At least Charlotte can actually put on a damn good match. But, you know, that's not going to happen because Ronda Rousey is Ronda freaking Rousey. She has to get all the main events. She has to go to WrestleMania as the champion. Completely devalue devalue the entire women's division as a whole. I swear, the moment they took the titles off Charlotte Flair, and Liv Morgan, as soon as that title left at their waists, it's just been downhill ever since. And I can't stand it. I wish Triple H would listen to the fans that don't want Ronda Rousey. I wish he would listen and understand that people do not like Ronda. She's not a draw. Ronda does not draw money. She doesn't draw money. She doesn't draw ratings. She's not a draw. Logan Paul, even though I don't like Logan Paul is more of a draw than Ronda Rousey at this point. I don't even like Logan Paul. And even he can draw. At least he can draw views, unlike Ronda. Ronda just gives me go away here. I swear to God, man. Next match is Seth Rollins defending the United States title against Bobby Trashley and Austin Theory. This matchup was going very, very well until the ending. The nerve of Triple H. The nerve of Triple H to have Seth Rollins lose on his 10-year anniversary. Why is Austin Theory the United States champion? Austin Theory, he's buried. He's buried, man. He's buried. Triple H buried him, man, by having him lose the briefcase. How dare Triple H bury Vince McMahon's guy? Austin Theory got buried. He got buried when he lost the Money Bank briefcase. Such a stupid decision. How could Triple H do this? All the people on the internet whining and crying about Theory being buried. We're all. I bet this was the. I bet this had Triple H written all over it. This had Triple H written all over it. He did this on purpose. He solely did this on purpose to shut up all those idiots that claimed that Austin Theory was buried. Same thing why Dakota Kai and Io Sky won the tag team titles back. I swear, he solely does things just to shut up the internet, who constantly cry about everything. This is why this is why Triple H needs to stop listening to the freaking idiots on the internet. He needs to stop listening to the idiots on the internet. He just does this shit to shut them up. I swear he listens to these idiots. He needs to stop listening to the internet wrestling community. He seriously does. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off how he constantly pushes people, and it's so ironic that these situations happen every time the fans start bitching about something. I remember when Damage Control lost the tag team titles to Raquel and Aaliyah. Everybody started whinging about how Damage Control got buried, and then they won the titles back. And then they lost them to Alexa and Asuka. Everyone started complaining that they were buried, and then they won the titles back. Every freaking time when the internet start complaining about something, Triple H does something. This was a shot. This was done solely on purpose, and I tell ya, this was done on purpose to shut up the internet wrestling community. I swear to God. And poor old Seth Rollins, who I felt was making the United States Championship mean something, and then it goes back into the hands of Austin Theory. Throughout the show, we had some bit of tension between the Bloodline. Jay told Roman that he saw Sami Zayn hanging out with Kevin Owens. And then Roman had a talk with Sami Zayn. Roman asked Sami Zayn, are they with him or against him? And Sami says that he is with them. The Bloodline take on the Brawling Brutes team of Sheamus, Ridge, The Fridge, Butch, Drew, and Kevin Owens. I personally didn't really enjoy this as much as the women's one. This one was more about Sami Zayn's loyalty. This one's whole focus was, can Sami Zayn be trusted? And as I said before, it was just nothing but chairs and tables. They just didn't have a lot of high spots in this one. There wasn't a lot of high spots in this one. It just wasn't very enjoyable. I thought this was probably the most boring one. At least in my opinion, this was the most boring War Games match I've seen. But Kevin Owens had the match won. He was about to pin Roman Reigns. I swear to God. How many times have we seen someone come so close to pinning Roman Reigns only for something stupid to happen? Sami Zayn stopped the referee from counting to the 3, which led to Kevin Owens getting frustrated, and then Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns didn't get the pin. Kevin was about to super kick Jimmy, and Sami Zayn punched Kevin right in his Owens, led to Sami Zayn delivering a hula kick to Kevin, and then he allowed Jey Uso to get the pin with the Uso splash on Owens. Of course the Bloodline won. We all knew they were going to win. We all knew they were going to win ever since they lost the advantage match. And then Sami Zayn is now being recognized. Everyone gave him a group hug. They've now accepted him as a member of the Bloodline. But not so fast. I am not fully convinced. I, being the smart wrestling fan that I am not convinced by this. I still think they are going to betray Sami Zayn. I still think they're going to betray him. I am not convinced yet. And I got a lot of people, I keep telling people how Sami Zayn's gonna turn face, but I swear to God, there are just people on the internet that just have no desire to be patient. No desires to be patient. They would just rather things to happen now. Just be freaking patient. It's coming. I know Sami Zayn is going to be 1,000,000,000% getting betrayed. I keep having people tell me that it's Jey Uso that's going to get kicked out of the Bloodline. It's not going to be Jey. It is 1,000,000,000,000% going to be Sami Zayn. He is going to get his ass kicked. This means nothing. Sami Zayn was looking back at Kevin Owens. He was looking back at Kevin Owens like he regretted what he did. Do people not pay attention to that? It looked like Sami was regretting what he did. The Bloodline aren't going to betray him. They're going to kick Sami's ass. Just be freaking patient. That's the thing that irritates me. People are not patient. But anyway, I don't want to yell. I don't want to get too loud. Because I know a certain someone will get mad at me for being too loud. But either way, those are my thoughts on War Games. Didn't really enjoy the pay-per-view. The War Games matches kind of really saved it for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hit the thumbs up. Give me your thoughts and opinions down below. And I'll see you all next time.